everyone. Today I'm going to be doing a try-on and first impression review of all of the products I received in my beauty subscriptions in the month of March. So I get Boxycharm by Ipsy, Allure Beauty Box, and the Walmart Beauty Box, which is quarterly. If anyone's new, welcome. I'm YENSA, aka Julie. YENSA stands for when you get old. To save time, I went ahead and put my hair up and zoomed on in. Let's get started. So I don't normally use these types of products in a try-on, but I thought, you know what? It's beginning to be that kind of season where you for sure really need to get your sunscreen going. And I was very curious about this brand. This is from EVEREDEN. It's SPF 50 Premium Mineral Sunscreen Lotion. I'm just going to try a little bit. I want to see, is it the type that's going to sting my eyes or not? And then if not, then I can wear it underneath my makeup. I'm just going to take tiny amount. It is pure white. And I'm just going to get it like on my cheeks where I have my hyperpigmentation. And this is where I can put a sunscreen. And most lotions will kind of transfer up. So let's see if just doing that, I'll get it kind of on the temples. Let's see if in a few minutes I'm regretting this and my eyes are stinging. By the way, this SPF retails for $29 and I got it in my Boxycharm by Ipsy. Alright, to save time, I went ahead and popped off camera to apply primer and foundation. If anyone's curious, the primer I used is from ELEMIS. This here is the Superfood Glow Priming Moisturizer. And since the next product I'll be trying is from YENSA, I thought it would be good to use the YENSA Super Serum Silk Foundation, which I have in the shade Light Neutral. So one of the power picks that Ipsy had was a concealer from YENSA. Was I lucky enough to get it? No. However, I was able to pick it up in add-ons for $12. So this is what the packaging looks like. And here is the concealer. This here is the Super Serum Silk Concealer. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is a silk foundation. So I assume this is the companion concealer. Also, the packaging is very similar, although this is a beautiful neutral tone. And this is very yellow. I got this in the shade Fair 2, which hopefully you can see on camera. My lights are rather bright, but trust me, it is quite yellow. Now, to be fair to Ipsy, I was able to select my shade, but the photos made this look like it was quite neutral. And then also, I can't recall if this was the lightest shade remaining or not, but it is what it is. Again, on camera, it looks perfect. In real life, it's a little yellow, but hopefully after I blend it out, it will be perfection. I'm going to take a damp sponge and just kind of press it in, and oh my goodness. I was supposed to give a eye moisturizer product a try, and I totally forgot. However, that product is from ELEMIS, and it will be in a future video. Alright, so after pressing that in, I am not upset with the shade because now it doesn't look yellow. And so far, so good. I'm just going to take whatever remains and just kind of press it on the top portion of my lids. Alright, very first impression, I am enjoying this concealer. We'll see how it looks by the end of the video. Alright, normally I apply lip products at the end, but my lips are super dry. This is a lip butter in the shade Formula Jelly from a brand called TYS Beauty. I got this in Ipsy, Boxycharm by Ipsy. If I say Ipsy, I mean Boxycharm by Ipsy. This is what the packaging looks like. It's quite cute. It's flat, so it won't roll off of a table. It has a sweet vanilla frosting type scent. It's very, very comfortable. And I can actually smell the scent. Sometimes lip products, when you smell them, you smell something nice. But once it goes on your lips, you kind of don't smell anything. I can still smell that wonderful frosting scent. All right, this next product, I'm not going to lie, she's scary. So this here is from Jasmine Beauty. I received it in my Boxycharm by Ipsy, and it's a bronzer. What's scaring me about a bronzer is the shade. So this is what they claim to be fair. Leave me a comment if you think in any universe this shade is fair. And what's really scaring me is I have to leave my house today. So I can't just, oh, it's a little heavy-handed, I'm just filming, I'll wash it off. No. So what I'm going to do is use one of those brushes that, I don't know what they call it. It has 2 layers, like some bristles are longer than others, to hopefully get less product. Let's go like this. All right, I'm just going to swirl it. Oh, that is so powdery. I don't know if you'll be able to see, but it just, oh, there you go. See all that? I don't know if that's just how that product is or if it's because I'm using that different type of a brush. All right, here we go. Okay, I think I can breathe. And I'm going to give credit to the brush because, yeah. It's not blending out spectacularly. I'm going to grab the brush I use to apply my foundation, and it has a little foundation left. There we go. All right. It's probably not the best type of brush to apply this, but seriously, it is so dark. But I think I was able to make it work. All right, the next 2 products are also for the cheek, and they are highlighter and a Blushlighter. And what you may or may not find fascinating is that both of these products came from my Allure box. Yes, I know. So the first product I'll be trying out is this palette from BAKERIE Beauty, which is the Cotton Candy Champagne palette. Oh, okay, we have some breakage. I did recall when I did my unboxing, I didn't share it on camera. I found a little powdery bits, but I don't know. This is the first time I'm looking to see where that damage came from. But of all of the shades, that one is a little more coral and probably not one I would reach for. So that's good. I can't remember which shade I used in my unboxing. Maybe this one, but I'm going to try this one and watch. It's going to be the same one I already tried. I want to try a different shade, but let's see how this looks. Very light. So now, wait, this is the shade I just used. I'm going to go and try this shade, and if need be, I'll go into the deeper shade. I love the packaging that Beauty Bakery has. It's just so clever. Everything is related to baking. Ooh, that is quite shimmery. Not like to the point of being an O for a highlighter, but it's getting close, which I personally don't mind because, hello, I love O for highlighters. But this is honestly, I think, Lazy Girl approved. You have a blush and highlighter in one, and I think that looks beautiful. Now, the only issue is the next product. I don't know how much we're going to see, but this is from a brand called 1999, and it's a cream highlight stick. This is what it looks like. It's, for me, probably better as a blush topper. It's a little dark, but it looks like it would be a fantastic eyeshadow shimmer. So I'm gonna just put a little, like right there, where I normally would put highlighter. And do I have a brush? Yes, so let's just kind of blend it in. Probably not very noticeable because that other blush is so shimmery, but I think this is a nice type of product. If I were able to choose, I would have gone for a lighter shade. All right, let's move on to the eye look. Well, this doesn't happen very often, but I have choices. In the Boxycharm by Ipsy, I got this palette here from Wander Beauty. This is the Trailblazer palette. And in the Walmart beauty box, I got this 4-pan palette from CoverGirl, which is the clean color, and I have it in the shade Spiced Copper. I think I'm going to be using the palette from Wander Beauty today, and I'll save this CoverGirl palette for a future drugstore makeup try-on. Alright, I think I'm just going to be in the neutral wygowarrior zone. And yeah, greens not so much, even though technically it's March and that would be a good color story for me to apply because of St. Patrick's Day. But guess what? No. Okay. Alright, I'm going to start with this shade here called Jen. It's just like a cream color, but I don't have any eye primer on. So I'm just going to, first off, tap. It's a little dusty, but not overly dusty. I'm going to just apply it to get the concealer settled in, or not settled in. I'm just going to, get it on to cover up any discoloration I have on my lids and to kind of get the concealer that's on my eyelids, I don't know what I keep wanting to say, settle down. I don't know. Words are hard today. Alright, now I'm going to take that same big fluffy brush and go into this shade here called Mandy, which is like a warm tone brown, and that's what she looks like. Same amount of powderiness. I'm just going to start on the outer edge and just going to drag it into the crease. Ooh, that's really pretty. I'm appreciating that it wasn't as dark as it looked in the pan. I prefer to build up a shade than when you just one touch and you're like, oh my goodness, I've already gone too ham. But let me not eat my words and let's see if it does build up, but it seems like it will. That is really, really, really pretty. Went in for another little dip and let's tap a little more on. Okay, yes, she's building up. I don't want to go too ham, but I'm going to take what's remaining and let's get some of that underneath my lash line. Alright, now I'm going to take this darkest brown shade in the palette, which is called Elizabeth, and get that just on the outer edge, just to deepen everything up a little bit. There we go. That's all I want. A few little taps. That is a nice, rich, kind of walnutty brown or espresso. If you don't like wearing black, but you want something kind of dark, that is a really, really, really nice shade. All right, again, gonna take whatever remains and just get some on the outermost corner of my lower lash line. All right, I think I'm maybe got it a little messy on this side over here. I'm going to go back to that big fluffy brush and just blend, blend, blend. And then grab a wipe and kind of fix this over here. There we go. You ever mess up? Just grab a wipe. Did I get fallout? Ooh, okay. Did get some fallout, which I don't normally get, so I'm just gonna probably making it worse, but can you even see it on camera? I can see it here. Alright, so what am I gonna do? I'm gonna grab maybe the concealer and get that like right there. And yeah, let's bring that up near my eye as well. Whew. Well, I need to put more of that highlighter on because that's kind of right where I put that 1999 stuff. You know what? If we do that, didn't really need it, but I figure if there was any darkness from the eyeshadow, it will be hidden underneath that highlighter stick. Alright. And I need to blend a little better right here. Right there. Right there. Okay. I must say, that dark shade is not going as well as the lighter shades are, but that's life. All right, I'm gonna take that original fluffy brush and just blend, blend, blend. All right, now which shimmer shade? So on camera, yeah, so this is the one that's calling me. It's a little kind of rose gold and it's calling my name. So let's first put it like, oh yes, no, I was gonna just put it on one side. No, it's going all over the lid. That is gorgeous. Yes, please. Can I have some more? All right, let's see which shade in here, if any, I could use for the brow bone. Okay, yep, that looks like brow bone shade. I'm just gonna gently, I say gently and then look what I did there. Well, this side was gentle. This other side, not so much. I'm gonna try to scrape that off and get a clean brush and just blend. And then do I want, yeah, let's just go in with, no, let's try, we got 2 more shimmer shades here. Do a swatch. Ooh, that's too gold. Ooh, they're both gold, but different types of gold. All right, hopefully I don't regret this. And put this in the inner corner. Yeah, it's kind of a little peachy. I'm used to a little, okay, I was gonna say lighter shade. I'm gonna go into that same kind of rose gold that I used on top. Let me know if you even bother with an inner corner, and if so, what do you think of that? It's a little too dark. Only because I am leaving the house. I'm gonna stray and go into an Ofra shade, which is light and what I normally use, and hopefully it will show up on top of this darker shade. There we go. Much, much better. All right, let me pop off camera and then I'll come back with my hair clip out. I'll zoom back out and give my final thoughts. All right, here is the final look. What are your thoughts? I thought overall each of these beauty subscriptions had a really good box this month. Was every product a home run? No, but the majority weren't horrible, so that's a good sign. That wasn't a glowing review, but I ended up liking more than I didn't like. Some stood out better than others. By the way, if you're curious what's on my lips, I added this Pat McGrath little teeny lipstick with this really light pink, I don't even know what that is. It's like a cross between a liquid lipstick and just like a pigmented lip gloss, but it's not shiny. So the shine you're seeing is I went back in with this lip gloss from TYS Beauty. I am enjoying this a lot. I like how it feels. I like how it looks on top of other lip products. To me, that was a good choice that I got in my Boxycharm by Ipsy. The other standout products are this blush palette from Beauty Bakerie. I think looks beautiful. And as I mentioned before, if you don't like applying blush and then going in with highlighter, or if you're in a hurry, this has you covered because it's Lazy Girl approved. It's a twofer, 2-in-1 kind of application moment. The highlighter stick, I always struggle to get that lid off. It's nice. It's not my perfect shade. It's a little dark, but I think if you use it as a blush topper, it will be fine. It's also Lazy Girl approved in stick format, and if you are in a hurry or don't have time to do a full face, I think this would be a good product just to kind of swipe on to give you a little something without doing a full face of makeup. Technically, this is an add-on, but I still did get it in the month of March via Boxycharm by Ipsy. The shade actually worked out much better than I originally thought. It's not as good as my new Holy Grail, if you missed that video. It's a little drying. even though they call it a serum, it doesn't look horrible, but I have used slightly better or at least more moisturizing products that don't quite emphasize my fine lines. But I've also tried much worse. So this is, I wish I got it in my box and didn't spend my own $12 kind of a moment. Now, the product that I was shocked with, because I honestly thought it was going to be epic fail, is this bronzer. It's super powdery and extremely dark and very overpriced in my opinion. I want to say, wasn't this like $34 or something? I can't remember the exact price, but from a brand I never heard of that's super powdery and a little hard to blend, overpriced. But using this, what do they call these? A dual bristle, I don't know. You know this type of brush, I think helped. Or maybe just using a brush at all, because when I did the unboxing video, I only used my finger to swatch and blend it out, and it was like super, super dark. But as I mentioned, I'm leaving the house and didn't want to test it out for the first time using a normal brush I would use. So, long story short, could have been a lot worse. Am I thrilled? No. Am I super disappointed? Not either. So, it's a middle of the road product. The eyeshadow, I think I created a really pretty look. I am loving the colors I chose, which are kind of in here. They on camera, I don't know if they're going to pick up as what they look like in real life, but the kind of pinky shimmer, that's what sold it. The other colors are a little more kind of gold and then green. Not my normal go-to shades. But this zone here, this is all YENSA. So for that reason, I'm pleased with this palette. Would I spend my own $42 on it? Probably not. But if you love the shades I was ranting about and then also like green and gold, then yes, I think this would be a good palette. I wanted to mention that the SPF did not sting my eyes, so that is fantastic. And once I've gone through the 2 SPFs I'm currently going through, I will make sure I put this in my rotation. So now I want to hear from you. What did you get in your boxes this month? Do you get all 3, the Walmart, Allure, and Boxycharm by Ipsy? Or are you watching just because you love supporting me? If so, thank you so much. I'm always super curious what other people get in their boxes and if they enjoy the same products I do, or if they tried something I liked and hated it, or vice versa. All right, I want to thank each and every one of you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't done so by now, I would love if you would subscribe. For those who have, thank you so much. Remember to click that bell icon so you can be notified of future videos. And if you could do me a big favor, clicking the thumbs up, it really does help with my channel to grow. All right, thanks everyone.